My daughter Emma was sobbing in the car, and I didn't know why yet. My hands gripped the steering wheel tightly as I pulled over to the side of the road, my heart racing with concern. She's 9 years old. She has a stutter. It's part of who she is, just like her obsession with butterflies and the way she arranges her stuffed animals by color every single night. But 2 months ago, something changed. The light in her eyes started dimming. Her face was red and swollen when she came out of school that afternoon. My heart dropped into my stomach. "What happened, sweetheart?" I asked softly, reaching back to touch her trembling hand. She tried to speak, but the stutter was worse than usual. Her mouth opened and closed, struggling to form words that wouldn't come. It took 10 minutes before I understood. Her teacher, Mr. Harrison, had laughed at her. Not just a small chuckle, but a full, mocking laugh. The whole class joined in, their cruel voices echoing in the classroom. Rage burned inside me like wildfire, but I stayed calm for Emma. I couldn't let her see how furious I was. I drew her a certificate that said "World's Best Daughter" on a piece of paper when we got home. She giggled through her tears, clutching it to her chest. That night, I ran her a bath with her favorite bubble mix, the lavender scent filling the bathroom. I sat beside the tub, watching her play with her rubber ducks. She fell asleep peacefully in her bed, finally calm. The next morning, I dropped her off at school and waited in my car. The leather seat creaked as I shifted uncomfortably. I didn't know what to do, but I knew I had to do something. This couldn't continue. After 20 minutes of internal debate, I walked to her classroom and stood outside the door. My pulse thundered in my ears. Mr. Harrison asked a question about science. Emma's hand shot up immediately. Pride filled my chest. She knew the answer. I could see the determination on her small face. She started to speak, fighting through each word with incredible courage. Then Mr. Harrison laughed. A cruel, deliberate sound. The entire class erupted in chaos. "Emma, can you use actual words?" One kid yelled from the back. "She sounds like a broken robot." Another one shouted, and others joined in the mockery. I wanted to burst through that door and scream at all of them, but that would have humiliated her even more. I had to think strategically. Tears streamed down her face. Mr. Harrison was grinning, just standing there smiling like it was entertainment, like my daughter's pain was amusing. Then Emma saw me through the window. Recognition flashed across her tear-stained face. She ran out immediately and fell into my arms. I held her tight, feeling her small body shake with sobs. Hand in hand, we marched straight to the principal's office. My footsteps echoed down the empty hallway. Principal Carter looked surprised when we walked in unannounced. "A teacher is encouraging bullying against my daughter," I said coldly, my voice steady despite my anger. I expected shock. I expected immediate action. Instead, he sighed like I was wasting his time. "Well, maybe she should work on her stutter," he said casually, barely looking up from his paperwork. My fist clenched at my side, but then I saw the school calendar on his wall. Friday was the talent show. 3 days away. An idea sparked in my mind. I'm a colonel in the military, but I keep that private. I don't wear my uniform to school events. I don't like attention or special treatment. But now, I was going to use every bit of authority I had. I kept Emma home until Friday, telling the school she was sick. She wanted to perform a poem at the talent show, but was ready to cancel. "No, sweetheart," I told her firmly. "You're going to show them exactly who you are." I knew they'd laugh at her, and honestly, I wanted them to. I wanted them to show their true colors. Friday arrived. The auditorium was packed with parents, students, and teachers. Emma walked on stage in her favorite blue dress and began her poem about butterflies. She stuttered on the very first word. "Are you serious right now?" a kid shouted from the audience. Mr. Harrison chuckled from the back row, shaking his head. I smiled from my position near the entrance. 6 military vehicles pulled up outside with perfect timing. Soldiers in full dress uniform entered the auditorium in formation. The room went completely silent. Every eye turned toward them. Emma saw me, standing there in my uniform, medals gleaming. "You know it, yeah." She kept going, her voice stronger now. She stuttered through every line, but nobody laughed anymore. Except Mr. Harrison. He was still smirking in the back. One of my soldiers walked straight up to him and just stared.